A note on all that jazz. This was an appreciated, acclaimed film. To my surprise, I read that it won no less no less a prize than the Golden Palm Palm d'Or in Cannes, which for me, and I think so many others, is the most prestigious. This is nec plus ultra. There's nothing you can get more important than that. Generally, here I'm not in the position to say they made a mistake, and in fact, maybe I need to check what the competition was, and to say from the beginning, and I'm probably wrong in saying I'm not exhilarated by the film, which didn't age very well. I think it's not there included in on lists of best films, uh, even if it also had some, not some, many Academy Award nominations and Golden Globe nominations as well. Um, the director is Bob Fosse, and it is, we understand, about his life. Uh, the actor Roy Scheider in the leading role is Joe Gideon. And yes, it went on to win 4 Academy Awards. Not the most important, but still, quite an achievement. Seeing Roy Scheider in this film, I remember reading about him in what I think is a classic on Hollywood and cinema, Adventures in the Screen Train, by William Goldman, winner of 2 Academy Awards, and in a way an insider, but with the benefit of being also in involved in so many good motion pictures, knowing about it and the world and the actors and the directors that are their producers and their uh, connections and conflicts often, but also detached somewhat. I mean, he was not so much inside as not to be able, as to prevent him to see. So anyway, he mentioned so many wonderful things, stories that happened backstage, views on the supposed author film, which he disapproves of, the concept. And Roy Scheider is mentioned in a scene opposite Dustin Hoffman in Marathon Man. Roy Scheider is at the door, he's the brother, and he's waiting for Dustin Hoffman in the film to get real, so to say. Dustin Hoffman wouldn't take a flashlight from Termina, a side table. It's night and he's in the script, William Goldman, the author, supposed to take a flash, and he wouldn't take that. And he goes on and on and on, keeping his partner at the door and everybody else involved, just because it seems he wanted his fans to maintain their image. Uh, he, he wanted to be seen as macho, not going for a flash. He doesn't. So I thought that's preposterous, and changed my view of Hoffman from the moment I read about that on. Here we have dances, jokes, the theme of death, indeed, because that's hanging over Joe Gideon, the protagonist. He's doing this musical, but he's at the same time sick, and he's tense, and he's not doing the right things the doctor suggests, but the opposite actually. And in a joke, for instance, it's about death. She came. Her attitude towards death was, I don't remember all the 6 elements, but it was also interesting. It was both a joke, interesting, good, that's funny, but also thought-provoking. Denial, negotiation, maybe acceptance, and a few more interesting elements. The dance is modern. In fact, it is so modern at one point that I thought this is getting surrealist. I don't see the point if there is any. Women that are half dressed, that's all right. And I must say that some years ago I've seen modern dance which is further away, much further away, and stranger, outre, stranger than this all that jazz, in the sense that the dancers at one point they were giving each other uh, the feet to smell, some kind of feet were on the nose, and I was thinking this is modern dance, postmodern maybe, or whatever. It also reminded me of the chorus line, even if there are many differences. And for those who like music and dance, it might work. But for me, it was just a 7 out of 10.